Today on the channel, we got a G.I. Joe Classified Series Hasbro Pulse exclusive with a 2-pack from the Cobra side in the Ramp Rats.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe Classified Series unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a Hasbro Pulse exclusive in the Cobra Ramp Rats. But for all your Hasbro Pulse exclusive needs, Hasbro Pulse. But for everything else under the sun, make sure you're at jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there as well. And this one, a little bit of a cash grab, maybe, maybe not, depending how you look at these things. It is a Pulse exclusive, which is nice. It's great to get more G.I. Joe figures out there for the G.I. Joe completionists, the people that want these kind of things. And it's kind of a fun idea to build out the crew around the Rattler. So there's a lot of hits being played here. But as usual, you don't have to get everything. And if you were going to skip something in the Classified Series line, for me personally, this would probably be something that might be worth skipping unless you just want everything or you want a part of this here. As it is two unknown, unnamed characters, but that's always great. You can create your own character names here. You could name one of these guys Duke. You could name the other one maybe Conrad. You could do that. Conrad Hauser and Duke Hauser, the Hauser twins, maybe. But of course, we know all about Duke. He's probably a Cobra spy after all. But the Ramp Rats, they don't really have a name. Do they have a purpose? Yes, to work on the Rattler. But not a lot of meat on the bone here. But if you're building out the dioramas, you're building out displays, these aren't a bad piece of business. And I would be lying to say if this went on clearance on Hasbro Pulse for like half off or something, I might pick up another set to display both looks. But for all intents and purposes, this isn't Major Blood. This isn't Cobra Commander. These are unnamed background characters. But if you're looking for that, this set might be for you. Now, we do got new packaging design on this. So you get the two figures there. Nice artwork as usual. G.I. Joe Classified. Cobra logo. Cobra the enemy right here. Hasbro, what is it? 4 and up? Yep, 4 and up on this one. 3-year-olds, you can't be handling this. You can't even handle a Rattler. It's too heavy for you. It's too heavy. This would have been great to come out around the time of the Rattler, but I guess they didn't time that correctly, or they're still building upon these things. And it'd be interesting to see if in the future, maybe we get a G.I. Joe counterpart of this. So, of course, I remember when I was a kid, the USS Flag, it had a lot of different vehicles and stuff that came with the flag. Would have been cool to get the G.I. Joe equivalent of the Ramp Rats, fueling up the jets, that kind of thing. Wouldn't be shocked to see something like that in the future for the Joe side. Little 195 on the side over here. Very long and slender packaging. Nothing too fun over there. A little QR code. And then there's kind of the map out readout. We've seen this kind of before in some of the packaging, deluxe package as well. Listing everything we got with this set here. A lot of extra accessories. A lot of fun. I guess we'll see. Spider-Man style. See you later. And there we go. Nothing too fun in the box. See you later. Goodbye. A little oh, look at this. Folds up. Folds up. But it's also got twist ties and tape, a dreaded 1-2 combo. Look at that. The Ramp Rat's ready to go. But I'm going to take this offline, get these guys out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Cobra Ramp Rats. All right, we got the Ramp Rats out of the package. Let's dive in. Let's start with the accessories. Let's start with the box here. What's in the box? And hopefully it's a good smelling box. I like my boxes to smell good, Todd McFarlane. But we got the little Cobra insignia on the front. It looks like a 99 on the side. At first when I thought this, I thought it was like a homage to the 99, 66, depending who you ask on the aircraft carrier, but doesn't make any sense there. But a little silver on the side there. You get the Cobra logo on both sides as well. But I will say this took me way longer to put together than it should have. I think my brain is just fried. We got these 4 little drums. They're the connector pieces you put in the bottoms. You put one on each of the corners, and then you do clamp on the top. You just have to maneuver the box, the middle of the box a little bit to get everything to line up. And that's what took me way longer than it should have. First world problems, I guess. But it is basically a storage box, a storage locker. You could put accessories inside here, weapons inside here. You could choose your own adventure. It is nice. It's a nice little decor, I guess, for your collection if you want to. For me personally, though, this doesn't do a whole lot for me. It's almost wasted space. If I had a bigger room, let's say this whole room was G.I. Joe and I had a big Cobra setup and I had bases and stuff, this could fit in the mix. But for me, I'm displaying them on shelves, on Billy bookcases. This is just going to eat up some real estate. But maybe I do it Jack-in-the-Box style, where I put like Destro in here and he's standing in here getting ready to pop out, or maybe these ramp rats, easy for me to say. Maybe I do it that way. I don't know. But the box does open up here. It does clip in. Just an empty box on the bottom. It's got some diamond plate kind of steel on the bottom as well. Nothing too special here. You got some hooks down on the bottom or some poles that you could put these hooks into. Now, the fun thing is the modularity of this one. You can connect this right here with the strap and then put this on the end of a vehicle, and you can have this pulled and dragged if you want to. You can really choose your own adventure, but we do get this going on. It's part of the Rattler experience, I guess. Use it for the Rattler add-on, but really just kind of is what it is. Nothing too real special here. It doesn't drive me absolutely wild. You may be different. You might like these more than I do, but kind of is what it is. It's a box that adds a lot of price that I don't. I'd rather just have a 2-pack of these two guys personally. Beggars can't be choosers. You like what you like, you don't what you don't. Is what it is with that. But moving on to the figures here, I guess we'll start with yellow. And basically have the same figure twice with different heads is what we got going on here. But we do got a little pistol all in black. Gotta have a little sidearm. You never know when things might get crazy on the Cobra aircraft carrier. I don't know. We got that in black. We got a little knife as well. Always nice to have a little knife. You never know when you might need that, maybe. Got that going there. We got a big old machine gun here looking good. Is it a machine gun? Sure. Shooting off the lasers, as we know, all in black once again. Little magazine right here. Up, Ramp Rats Monthly. So this is where they find out all their Ramp Rat stuff. Ramp Rat's pension under fire, and there's a picture of Duke in the background. Is Duke trying to take away the pension of these hardworking Cobra individuals here? Sounds about right. Sounds about right. That's Duke. He hates anybody. He hates unions. He hates 1099 contractors. Let's be honest. He hates everybody. Duke does. He just cares about the money. He just cares about himself. That's Duke, as we do know. I do like these. These are pretty darn cool. It's like the Flight Guy lightsabers. They're out there on the tarmac. The tarmac, is that what it's called? And they're waving the planes in. They're doing stuff. You always see those videos, people dancing with these kind of things too. But they're either getting ready to go to a rave, they're going to cosplay Star Wars, or they're going to bring in some jets. They're going to taxi in some stuff. They're going to do some of that kind of stuff. So nice to see this. Would have liked 2 sets of these, in all honesty. Is what it is. But now we're diving into the old Ramp Rat right here. We're going to start off with the head sculpt. Of course, he does got his COVID mask on. COVID running wild. Running absolutely wild, of course, on the Terradrome and all over there. But in a plot twist, there's this new, like, hantavirus or something like that. I don't know what it is. It's in the news lately. And it is done by rats. Well, makes a lot of sense right here. Ramp rats, they got the virus. They got it going on. That's why he's got his COVID mask there to protect himself, of course. Trying to, at least. But it's running wild between the ramp rats, as we know. Got some determined eyes here. Looks just like a normal guy. 2 eyes, 2 ears. You can kind of see that nose. Can't see the mouth, though. Maybe he's disfigured. Maybe he's missing the mouth. I'm not sure. We do get a little kind of flight helmet, we would call this here. It is looking interesting with the goggles there. He does got the yellow and black, and then you get into the vest. You got yellow and black on the vest. That only means one thing. Huge Striper fan. Now, there's some confusion out there, Todd McFarlane. People posting in groups, people posting in posts about me saying I'm this huge Striper fan. I don't like Striper. I'm reporting that people like Striper, but I don't like Striper. I've never spent a penny for Michael Sweet in the Striper Boys. I never have. It's not my thing. I'm not a Striper guy. If I'm going to listen to the Christian metal, I'm going to listen to the band Saint. You ever heard the song Star Pilot? It's a banger. Check that song out. Red alert, Starcraft approaching. Everybody put on your gear. But Yellow and Black Attack repping the Striper even as the Ramp Rats here. That proves even bad guys like the Christian music too. You wouldn't think they would, but they do. But I don't like these helmets because they're so dang hard to get on the characters. Like, why can't they make these helmets a little bit bigger? You feel like you're going to break something. It's like just a mess trying to get these on the figure. I don't understand. I don't understand the reasoning with these helmets. So hard to get it on. You got to basically heat it, move it around. Good luck popping it on and off real easy. Why can't we get it like the Cobra Worms back in the day? That head just went on there. It was fine. It came off just as easy. I don't know what we're doing with those things, but the helmet's a nice touch, but man, it's going to be tough to get on and off. I hate that, absolutely. He's got a little life vest over the top. Once again, the yellow and black attack. Cobra insignia going on. He got some pockets there. Got some walkie-talkies painted in the back. Looks a little goofy if you ask me. We got that going on there. Got the Ramp Rats ground crew patch over there. Looking pretty good. Got the Cobra patch on this side. And then you got basically a standard Cobra uniform here, all in blue. And then you got some I guess they're pockets down here. They're in the front. I thought that at first they were kind of like knee pads if he was kneeing on the ground or something, but I guess they're just pockets in there around his thighs. You do got some holders here. I thought at first maybe it's for the knife, but that doesn't seem like what it's for. It looks like it's just for carrying things and moving things around, I guess. I'm sure this is a body reuse some here. I don't know if it's a Cobra officer or a Cobra trooper or something, but seems to be a lot of reuse with this one. And once again, these figures are identical, the same figure twice with just some color differences. You got the black boots on this one here. Is what it is. We'll walk through articulation with the second one. How about? But he does fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using code Kyle to save 10% if you need a stand for this guy. Either way. So Ramp Rat 1 down. Now we move on to Ramp Rat 2. And this guy is, I guess, the heavy gunner of the Ramp Rats. And it looks like we're getting some extras from the Saw Viper once upon a time. We do got the big old weapon here. You just feed this bad boy through the big machine gun. Is it a machine gun? I'm not sure exactly what we call this thing, but you feed that through. Of course, we've seen it. Love the saw in the end. Saw Viper, that's who it came from. In blue, you can also detach this and have a hand saw if you want to. You can saw through some stuff if you need to as well. Looking pretty good. That plugs in right there, as we know. Got the big handle over the top. You can just mow everybody down. A big deluxe weapon. I don't think of this necessarily for people that are working on planes and stuff, that they're going to have something like this. But it is what it is. Cobra going wild out there. Backpack, we saw this again with the Saw Viper as well. Blue and black attack. Got the handle here. It's almost like he's got his luggage ready to carry around. But it is a typical backpack for the Cobra team. You also got a little pistol. Same pistol. Yep, same pistol for both these guys. Uniformity makes a lot of sense. Got a little knife. It is a different knife here. One thing that I hate about this set, there's no holster for the pistol. There's no spot for the little knife. So I don't know. It feels weird not being able to store this stuff on these figures. Is what it is, I guess. And then we got a very Cobra officer style blaster gun. You got the scope on the top. Oh, you got the magazine once again. It is Ramp Rat 401k on this one, not pension this time. They got a 401k too. And once again, though, some things never change. There's Duke, and he's got all the money again. He's trying to take the 401k of the Ramp Rats. He says, if I can't beat him on the battlefield, I'll beat him in the pocketbook. I'll beat him in their retirement. Duke, just a terrible individual, as we know. Got that going on. Now, diving into this here, we got the head sculpt, and we got another one of the flight helmets is what it looks like, this time with the red and black. This one does attach into the front of the vest, so there is some differences on this one. Got the little radio that connects. But once again, extremely hard to get on the heads of these guys. It's just too much work, and I feel like I'm going to rip the plastic or something. There's nothing worse than spending all this money to rip the plastic. So I hope the GIJOE team does take this into consideration and make these a little bit easier fitting and easier removable on the figure. It shouldn't be a whole thing when we try to put these on and take them off. Once again, we get the Cobra mask going on, the COVID mask, the Hunter virus mask, whatever it's called. The rat mask, that's what it's going to be. Bald head on this guy here. Male pattern baldness waits for no one. You got the scar in the eye, so you know this guy's seen a thing or two. And then you got the same kind of face stuff. 2 eyes, 2 ears, and a nose. Not sure if he's got a mouth or not. Got that Cobra flight suit, deck suit, whatever it is. Same thing we saw over here. Same vest, except we got a hole in it this time, but we got the red and black walkie-talkies on the back. Same patches on the side. Then you do got the I keep wanting to say protectors. They look like they're protecting his knees or something, but you do got the bags there on the side as well, and the little hooks there looking very nice. Even got a sculpted in carabiner off the belt in black. 2 gripping hands on both these guys. Same hands, got the gloved hands, gripping hands, up down hinge as well. Looking very good. Arms all the way around on this guy. You do get some butterfly action, bicep cut, double jointed. Pinless elbows playing all the hits, hands back, forth, side to side, head back, forth, side to side, removable. And then you got neck articulation in there. You do get the ab crunch plus traditional waist, so you get plenty of that. Drop down hits, classified style once again. Leg goes up for that big boot, touch your toes. Double jointed pinless knees, boot cut, ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. Basically your usual G.I. Joe classified, Cobra classified articulation. No real changes with this one here. And he will also, I assume, fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand. What do you know? Identical articulation between both these guys here. So, end of the day, the classified line gets built out. I have to imagine if this went to retail, this would be the worst selling G.I. Joe pack of all time. There's no name value with this one. It's basically just a world building set, which there's nothing wrong with that if you're building the world. But if you're trying to get all the sales you can, this would be a tough sell to retail. And I think that's why it's a Pulse exclusive. But it's a great idea because Pulse exclusive, you drive the fan base to Pulse. Maybe they pick up other stuff, and they are going to make their money. At the end of the day, Hasbro's here for the money. They understand there's people that want a little bit more, and that's what this is for. This isn't for the G.I. Joe fan that just wants the heavy hitters like Flint, Lady J, and those are the two. You can pretty stop there with the heavy hitters. Maybe not. Shockwave, yeah, that's a good one. Salvo, they haven't made him yet. I want to see Salvo in the future. But you know what I mean. This isn't going to be for everybody. It is a perfect Pulse exclusive. Would not work well at Walmart and Target. There's no doubt about it. I'm not opposed to picking up a second set. All that being said, if I could get this on clearance at Pulse, maybe in the future, maybe around the holidays, they'll have a sale or something. Maybe worthwhile to get another set to display with the different weapons, and then one with helmets on, one with helmets off. Make them as different as possible. A little background army building characters here. And then if you want a little accessory box, hey, more power to you as well. So there it is. The Cobra Ramp Rats. What's your thoughts on these? Pick up, pass, long game, no game. I'm not sure what my life is doing at this point game. Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. Plenty of stuff to keep you busy each and every single day. Appreciate all the support. Sir Paul64 on the X is where you're going to find me. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast. Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found with videocast on YouTube. So for a couple of ramp rats, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?